Victory News, Florida Representative Greg Steube. Congressman, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, anytime.
The House Ways and Means summary from the whistleblowers really crystallizes the multiple illegal actions in word and deed by Hunter Biden and his father. Does it get us any closer to congressional or criminal actions on these matters?
Yeah, definitely on congressional action. Thankfully, we have the Republicans that have the majority in the House, and they're able to investigate this. I mean, think none of these facts would be before the American people if it wasn't for the fact that we had the House. I think the most egregious piece of all of this is the FBI and the IRS slow-walked all of these crimes so that the statute of limitations would toll on these crimes. So now they can't. They legally cannot charge Hunter Biden with these series of crimes because the statute of limitations has told, despite the fact that they had the evidence and the ability to investigate and an investigative team on this to do these warrants, to do these subpoenas, and to do all of that. So the real crux of the really bad crimes, the several felonies that were committed, the government will never be able to prosecute those crimes because they allow the statute of limitations to toll.
That makes people upset. They feel like there really is a two-tier justice system.
Absolutely is.
Okay, Victory News called the Ways and Means Committee staff today. I have it in my hand. They confirmed when the vote was held to release the whistleblower testimony, all 18 Democrats voted against this. Does that mean the Democrats have no interest in telling the American people what you learned?
Every single Democrat voted against giving the American people simply the testimony from the IRS whistleblower detailing all of this information. And this whistleblower had been with the IRS for 14 years. This individual was the chief of an investigative unit that was in charge of the Hunter Biden investigation. And after he did whistleblower status, the IRS removed him and retaliated against him. I mean, you have the politicization of the IRS, the FBI, all of these things to help the incumbent president, Joe Biden, and his family.
Steps in the investigation in the Ways and Means Committee.
Well, we're going to bring in other individuals that the whistleblower identified. Weiss is going to be coming in. He's the federal head prosecutor in the Delaware area that is leading, so forth, the investigation, and who said he had prosecutorial ability and jurisdiction to be able to do what he wanted. But we now know that that's a complete and utter lie, that Merrick Garland in Washington, D.C. was controlling what they did and did not do. So we're going to bring him in, put him under oath, and ask him questions. There were other individuals who were the next in line, supervisory individuals to this whistleblower, that we're going to bring them in and ask them questions. And I'm sure that's going to lead us to other individuals.
Okay, so when Trump was president, they impeached him twice. It seems like impeachment was on speed dial in that Congress. And people are wondering why the Republicans are so slow. Is this what has to happen in order for impeachment? Could an impeachment come from this?
It should. I certainly support impeachment on these issues. We're actually working on our own impeachment resolution, taking all of these different crimes that we now have facts, like testimony, financial evidence that the Oversight Committee has been able to get to move forward with an impeachment inquiry. I think the leadership of the Republican conference wanted to get all of this facts and evidence before the American people, and then once we had those facts, then move forward with the impeachment inquiry.
Okay, to that point, the Department of Justice indicted an informant to the House Oversight Committee, Gal Luft, for failing to register as a foreign agent while working for CEFC China Energy. Hunter Biden and James Biden both worked for CEFC China Energy and never registered as foreign agents. What's wrong with this picture, sir?
Well, the first thing that's wrong with it is a politicization and a two-tier justice system, as you reference, where Hunter Biden can get away with doing the exact same crime that other people aren't getting away with. And I think the real crux of this is the DOJ using this and going after this individual because he has evidence against Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the Biden family as it relates to corruption in foreign entities. So they're trying to silence one person by using the force and power of the DOJ in one standpoint, and then in the other standpoint, not prosecuting the exact same crime against individuals in the president's family.
Okay, another subject here. You introduced a resolution to condemn UNESCO and stop the United States from rejoining that UN organization. Why is that?
They are completely anti-American. They are anti-Israel in their approach to things. The American taxpayer dollar should not be going to an organization that hates America, that's anti-American and anti-Israel.
Congressman Stubbe, thank you, sir, for being with us on Victory News and the work you're doing in Congress.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks for having me.
The Biden